The official history of the Meskhetian Turks. The Meskhetian Turks are a group of Ahiska Turks who have historically lived in the Meskheti region, pronounced Massagetae. Ahiska went down in history under the name of the tribe of Saks Massagets, or Ak White Saka White Huns. The ancient Altai Tibet. Ahiska located of the Kura-Aras River Basin on border of Turkey and Georgia. The results of the invading the land of the Meskhetia, Saks Massagetae, in 330 BC Persians captured this area. Ethnic Turkish populated the area, and in between conquests, it was a province of the Atabegs. In 1828, during the Russo-Turkish Wars of 1877, 1878 and 1828–1829, the region was included into the Russian Empire. As it is well known from the historiography, World War I peace settlement of the Georgian and Armenian claims, the Ahiska Meskhetia had become part of the Georgia. On November 14, 1944, under the dictatorship of Joseph Stalin, who ruled the Soviet Union, the entire Ahiska Meskhetian Turks people deported to Central Asia. That period, during the middle of winter, almost 130,000 men, women, and children were loaded into cattle cars and shipped to various locations, thousands of kilometers away. The victims were only allowed to take 3 days' worth of rations, and spent a horrifying 2 or 3 months on the road. Thousands died every day, and the bodies were simply tossed out of the cars at every railroad station. Many Ahiska Meskhetian Turks had in fact fought on the front lines of the Soviet war against the German aggressor. Thousands of Ahiska Meskhetian Turks died on the field of battle, with many becoming war heroes. In 1944, the Ahiska Meskhetian Turks stood accused of cooperating with the fascist. Beginning with the second half of the 60s, the Ahiska Meskhetian Turks demanded to return to their own motherland. In the second half of the 80s, this movement had extended, and had taken a mass character. In June 1989, a mob of Uzbeks attacked a Meskhetian Turk in the Fergana, Uzbekistan. In many areas there were small and large-scale massacres, and violence towards the Meskhetian Turks people. As a consequence of the tragic events, more than 1,500 people have been killed. 3,067 were severely injured. 1,356 Ahiska Meskhetian Turks' houses were burned. Tens of thousands of people were forced to flee the unrest. Many Ahiska Meskhetian Turks then moved to Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Russian Federation and Kyrgyzstan. Krasnodar area in South Russia, where Ahiska Meskhetian Turks lived after fleeing Uzbekistan in 1989, became a hotbed of ethnic discrimination. In 2004, immigration to the United States within the Special Resettlement Program for the Meskhetians became a major factor affecting the state of Ahiska Meskhetian Turks in Krasnodar Krai. The program covered the Ahiska Meskhetian Turks who lived in Krasnodar Krai without residence registration, allowed them to apply for refugee status, and to get a package of social benefits on their resettlement to the U.S. On April 19, 2010, violence erupted in Mayevka, a village near Bishkek. The minority Ahiska Meskhetian Turks, have been attacked by Kyrgyz mobs. Large-scale arson, looting, and violence claimed at least 5 lives and left 298 were severely injured. Ahiska Meskhetian Turks communities around the world today. Roughly 450,000 to 500,000 Meskhetian Turks live in 9 different countries: Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, the Russian Federation, Turkey, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Georgia and the United States. Meskhetian Turks want to return to motherland Ahiska, from where, according to their story, they were deported during World War II. The National Native Ahiska TV agency reports. 2012.